Practice without knowledge is madness, and knowledge without practice is a delusion. I am absolute consciousness bliss. I am the real self. That is why we practice meditation. Eyes are gently closed, sit in any meditative posture, or preferably sitting. Find out the most comfortable position of the body. Look deep inside your head, thinking, contemplation, and reflection. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. May there be happiness for all. Happiness is our essential nature. The journey to meditation ends when we recognize and realize I am happiness. We already understood the real self is all pervading, everywhere, in everything, and its nature is happiness. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. May there be peace for all. So when we recognize that the peace consciousness is all pervading, it is only one. Do we really have to care the duality and divisions in our life? That is the nature of the real self. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. May there be completeness for all. All our desires, anxiety, fear, insecurity, duality, and a conflict comes to us because the sense of incompleteness is there, and it is due to the ignorance, and that causes the suffering. But real self is complete in itself. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. May there be auspiciousness for all. So it is always good to start with a contemplation with any mantra that helps us for the mind to be clear about the goal of meditation. Just be aware of the unwanted, unwelcome thoughts, feelings, and experiences. two things are happening just now when I said be aware or observe the unwanted, unwelcome thoughts and feelings are entering into your mind, and you and the thoughts are different. That is what I say lane 1 and lane 2. Mental highway, we have 3 lanes for the sake of understanding. Lane 1, simple thinking. Thoughts, feeling, experiences come and go. Feeling and the experiences changes. It will continue to happen. One thing is sure, when we reach to a higher meditative state, the influx of thoughts, unwanted thoughts, will be minimized. That is the lane 1. Lane 2 is the intellect. It is an observer, watcher, knower. We are doing nothing, just watching. Lane 1, unwanted thoughts and feelings. Lane 2 is an observer, it is still the mind. So when we are a dispassionate observer, we also start experiencing the calmness and the stillness. Why? We have separated ourselves from all the unwanted, unwelcome thoughts in the mind. As if you can say the knower is in the middle, other side is the calmness, and one side is unwanted, unwelcome thoughts. Let them come. You feel a sense of freedom. We are watching, discovering, and understanding. This kind of an observer makes us aware of the comfort. Normally, we have been doing the step. We used to say, oh, we can do that. Look at the neck joint, be there, feel the sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Look at the shoulder joints, be there, sensation, comfort, and steadiness. A little deeper. Look at the entire body. Experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness. And then I used to say, look inside. It is the space, and the space is awareness. And in that awareness, we have the lane 1, 2, and 3. When we experience a sense of comfort, and the mind says, no, I can stay in this for a longer period, make sure you achieved a success here. Why? All those unwanted, unwelcome thoughts are experienced, known as a separate from you. You, the knower, lane 2. My friend, we can also say the mind has become subtle. It gives us a sense of awareness and the dispassion. Unwanted, unwelcome thoughts are coming and going. You need not to accept, you need not to reject. You are simply watching. My Guruji used to say that, have you seen a guard in the gated community who is watching everyone going and coming? He is aware, but he doesn't get disturbed. So the thoughts makes an entry, it's okay. What happens when you deepen that state, your mind will not react as the thought is good or bad, high or low. You have no preferences of likes and dislikes about these thoughts, feeling, sensation. That is another step, deeper than that. A kind of upasana practice we are going to do. So we are preparing ourselves. Awareness of the breath. Awareness means you are watching as if the breath is coming and going. So you are aware of the moving breath anywhere inside the forehead. Look at any point in the space. So one part of the mind is aware of the moving breath. Other part is of the mind is aware of a point in the space. As if we are breaking the mind. Why? That's what happens in our non-meditative state. Body is feeling some one part of the mind, second part it has couple of thoughts, third part is somewhere else. So we say, oh, if it is your nature, so we will follow your nature. So one part of the mind is aware of the moving breath. You have comfort in the body, and you are aware of a point in the space. So we will add one more step. Start breathing quick and gentle breath from both the nostrils into the rib cage. Continue breathing quick and short and gentle breath through both the nostrils. In the state of comfort in the body, pointed awareness inside the forehead. Please continue. And stop it. Recognize the changes that is taking place, and also recognize if there was any resistance during the breathing or the other thoughts were coming to you. Just a recognition. We need not to do anything. recognition of the changes, the resistance, that is enough. Why? Knower and known. We are in exploring mode. Simple. What we have been learning, we are applying that. Recognize the sensation, relaxation, and stillness in the entire body. Looking inside, calmness and quietness. The space is awareness, and the awareness is the space. We are preparing ourselves for Upasana meditation. So you are aware of the space. Pick a point in the space. Anywhere inside the forehead will do, inside the heart will do. Okay. Om Shanti. Om is the real self. Then you are aware of the pause or interval, and then you are saying mentally Shanti. That is the peace. We are not in a hurry. So again, you give a pause or interval. Om, interval, Shanti. Om, interval, Shanti. Interval, Om, Shanti. Explore what is this interval. This interval is nothing but the space. The mind gives an interpretation as if it is giving an interval. That is what the ignorance is. That is where the problem lies. The mind identifies as a doer, and we miss the knower. I believe you are getting it. So once we are clear that interval is nothing but the space behind, so we say interval, but what is there? It is already this space. Shanti, space again. So you are dropping on Shanti at a point in the space, and that interval you recognize in the infinite one space. It has nothing to do with an interval. Om Shanti. So why I said pick a point in the space. So when you are saying Om, mind remains aware of the space. In that interval, you are aware of the point in the space. That is what the interval is. And again, Shanti. We need a clear understanding. Practice without knowledge, you have already understood that. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. As if there is an infinite space and we are dropping Om Shanti on the space does not change. At the same time, we also recognize the mind goes into a forgetfulness mode because of the unwanted, unwelcome, either the thoughts or the impressions. So it helps us to grow into a higher awareness. Om Shanti. You are doing regularly but very calmly. We are not in a hurry. Please. Om Shanti. Mind recognizes the pause because it becomes the doer. We lose sight of the infinite space which continues to exist. And we are lost into and we forget the awareness of the space. What I said, the space is awareness and awareness is the space. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. And just leave the step. You are in a state of doing nothing and discerning between the happening and the being. What is happening means it is the material world, the matter. Happening means a change. Either we do something to effect a change, or it is constantly happening. Happening is always, or a change is always there in the material world, and being is what we are. The ultimate cause of any change, every change, is the state of being. And that being is all pervading. And the mind returns again. It claims you are not a being, you are becoming. It becomes aware of the body sensation. It becomes aware of the breath and the movement of the breath, then the unwanted thoughts and feelings, then other experiences. Matter and consciousness. Consciousness is being. Why it happens? Because of the impurities. Then what happens? The identity crisis. What is that? Then the same mind which has created a false I, it says, this is I am the body and the mind and the intellect and the ego and the thoughts. That is what our first verse of the mantra. Manobuddhir ahankara chittani naham na cha shrotra jivhai na cha ghrana netre na cha vyoma bhumir na tejo na vayu Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. Happening and being. Or we can also add doing and being. So at present we are not doing anything, but still we experience the changes in the sensation, the influx of the thoughts, and the breath is moving. And the impure mind is caught up in that. It forgets because of being means consciousness. On that consciousness, everything is happening. Being means you do nothing, you are just present. And happening is always doing something. And that happening something or doing something has a falsely identified with it, and there the intellectual fantasy starts. Then the past impression serves with the likes and dislikes, the joy and the sorrow, the hate and the love, all comes to the ignorance. Because of the impurities, the mind does not sustain between the happening and the being. Why? We know it. So that is why this upasana or the practices comes, so that we regulate, educate the mind. Mind says do something, well let us do something. Look at the breath, moving breath. So now the moment you inhale, regulate your breath. Not very deep, not very deep, but as you inhale, Om, you drop the Om on the breath, pause, Shanti. You exhale, drop Om during the exhalation, pause, and the Shanti. We give little complex so that the mind remains aware. Every time you inhale, so you can make your breath longer and deeper by dropping Om Shanti once. I will carry forward this step in the future. So the mind anyhow feels that I'm the doer. Doer of what? Doer of the deep silence, slow breath, and the doer of the Om Shanti. But if we are in knower, that doer drops. Let us say Om Shanti. Om Shanti. When there is a knower, doer is not. First time we experience as if the matter is doing all its activities on its own in the presence of the real self. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. We need to increase the duration of this step in a different way that I will take up in the next practice. Om Shanti. Now change the bit which the mind recognizes. Do not change the rate and the rhythm of the breath, but continue to drop Om Shanti and see the gap in the interval between. So we will understand whether the mind has become very subtle. It still recognizes the gap or the interval. And that interval is nothing but, we already know it. Knower is aware of the sensation, relaxation, and stillness in the body. Again, the knower is aware of the breath moving naturally. Knower again, Om Shanti is being dropped with an interval. Knower does not change. Shanti. It's a non-verbal recognition of Om Shanti without changing the rate and the rhythm of the breath. So we get rid of that doer. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. And now even leave Om Shanti doing nothing. So again we discern happening. You're not doing anything. So we are aware of that. And but still there is a happening, and where it is happening, happening is always in the matter, not in the consciousness, not in the being. So we keep that awareness happening is one aspect of our existence, and other is being. Even we do nothing and still the body continues to work, it replaces the cells in the mind with unwanted thoughts. The breath is moving, the blood is moving, everything is happening. But that happening is due to that being. It's only a presence of the being. We are just aware. I believe you are getting it. Discernment is there. One is happening, another is the consciousness of pure awareness. One is the happening, other is the being. That happening is sometimes is also known as becoming. We do something, we become rich, we get, we become husband and a wife and a daughter and a kid, and so on. After doing something, we become. Without doing anything, we are always in a state of being. In that extraordinary field of awareness, we can easily discern. Being is the knower, happening is the matter. happening, being. Knower is there. The known is what is happening. Same thing if we recognize in the mantra. That is why I said all these Shanti mantras coming from the Upanishads, they summarize the entire teaching. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. May there be happiness for all. That happiness is the being. Sarvesham shantir bhavatu. Explore that very peace is the essential nature of every being, means it is the being. It doesn't change. Sarvesham Puranam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Puranam. That being is complete in itself. If it is not complete, it will struggle. There is no struggle in that being, in that consciousness. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. So that very existence is of the nature of our spaciousness. Why? Consciousness cannot have likes, dislikes, duality, conflict. So it is always in the mode of auspiciousness. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your awareness on the right hand, your awareness on the left hand. Lift your Buddha palms. Place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside the palms. Be aware again. And bring the hands down. Do not move. Just remain in that state as long as it is possible. Recognize, accept everything. That will help us to evolve much faster.